Okay, so let's go over a few concepts here. Okay, so here is a fact, sort of a shortcut that I'm giving you. Okay, so given quadratic equation, right? This equal to zero. Sum of the roots or sum of the solutions or the zeros or x-intercepts, the sum of it is take your coefficient of your x divided by coefficient of your x squared and attach a negative sign. It's negative b over a. Product of the roots, okay, is take your c divided by a. That's it. So here's a question. Okay, question 1 and 2 refer to the equation below. 3x squared minus 10x plus 21 is equal to 0. What is the sum of the roots? Okay, so now the longer route is I can factor and solve, right? I can factor and solve for the roots, right? Or the solutions or the zeros. I can factorize. So if you do x minus 3, x minus 7 equals 0, and you get x equals 3, x equals 7, but then you have to divide by 3. So the solutions are this by 3, x equals 1, and then x equals 7 over 3. And then you can come back and add them 1 plus 7 over 3, which is 10 over 3, right? That is the longer route. But here is what we know. We know that just adding these two boils down to taking your b divided by a and attach a negative sign. So it is sum of the roots. Instead of going through this long route, all you got to do is you do negative of b is negative 10 over a is 3. So it's negative of negative 10 over 3. See that? So you're done in one step versus trying to solve for it, coming back, and then adding them. What is the product of the roots? So here I can multiply 1 times 7 over 3. Okay, but I can also do c over a, 21 over 3. Is c over a, 21 over 3 equals 7. Product of the roots. I'm done. Okay, now, so let's jump to something here. What if you are given, I'm giving this here, f of x is this, right? So I have x squared plus 7x plus 6. So I know my a is 1, b is 7, c. I know all my a, b, and c. I know all of them. Okay, so I can find the zeros here. Whether I know one of them or I don't know any of them, all I've got to do is what? I've got to factor this, and then I'll solve for it. X equals negative 1 and negative 6. So when I know when my A is not missing, B is not missing, and C is not missing, I can just factor or use quadratic formula or whatever and to get my zeros. What if so? Here, what about this one here? I have 2x squared plus x minus k. This is not a number anymore. It's a letter. Okay. And we are told that one of the roots is x equals 1. What is the other one? So here we have a problem, right? We have a problem. So because we don't have our k to factor it. So what are we going to do? Okay. So now let's apply, let's find a way of doing it. Okay, so we have it's a quadratic equation. We are talking about the roots, right? So you look at key phrases, expression, keywords, right? So we have a quadratic equation. We hear one of the solutions. Think about roots, solution, okay? What is the other one? So now, whenever we have a quadratic equation, we are talking about the roots also. We have to quickly think that sum of the roots is what? Minus b over a. So what is our b here? A is 2, b is 1, c equals negative k. So sum of the roots is minus b over a, which is negative 1 over 2. Product of the roots will be negative k over 2. Will be c over a. No, so now I ask myself, which one of these can I use to find my other one, right? So one of the roots is x equals 1. What is the other one? I don't know. So let's say the other one is, let me say, I choose the letter A. You can choose P, Q, whatever. So the other one, if I say it's A, so I have 1 and I have A. I can say sum of the roots, 1 plus A, is equal to what? Minus B over A, right? Which we know is what? Negative half. So sum of the roots, adding them, should give us negative half. And then if we solve for A, it's equal to negative 3 over 2. You get it? Okay. We can also say product of the roots, right? 1 times A is equal to what? C over A. But in this case, we don't know the C. So product of the roots will not help us find our A. Some of the roots will help us. Got it? Okay, pause it, review what I just said. How I used a letter to represent the other one. When I add them, 1 plus A, it should be equal to minus B over A. So I have an equation, one variable equation. That's my A. Okay. So I can use some of the roots to solve this problem, not product of the roots. What about this one? I know one of the roots to be x equals 1. What is the other one? Okay, so again, you look at it, you cannot factor this, right? You can't factor it because we don't know this is a letter, it's not a number. So let's apply something, right? We can apply product of the roots or sum of the roots. Okay, so if x is equal to 1, that's one of them. They say let the other one be, let's say, A. So we can say 1 plus A is what? What is the B in this equation? B is negative of K over 2. Well, we don't know K, so we can't find A. We are stuck. All right? What is product of roots? Product of roots 1 times A is equal to, what is our C? Negative 4 over 2. So here we have only one unknown. So we say A equals negative 2. You see that? Absorb it, okay? Pause it, rewind it, just play it again over and over. Of course, the longer route is that we could have put in, since f of x equals 0, we could have put in x equals 1, right? If we put x equals 1 in there, we can find our value of k, and then we can come back and factor it. But that's the longer route, right? That's the longer route. Finding k, coming back, and then factor it to get the other one. So we can use the sum and product of the roots to find the other root when we know one, okay? Given that there is either A is missing, B is missing, or C is missing. If one of them is missing, then we can use the concept of sum and product to find what we want. Got it? All right. So more questions coming. So pause this video, try it again on your own, right? And let me know what you get. Okay, so here, can you solve this? If x times y equals 16 and x plus y equals 8, what is the value of 1 over x plus 1 over? Did you get half? Now, try this as your challenge. Okay, I say recall previous skills, be bold and logical, persevere, don't quit. I have this equation and I ask you, P and Q are the zeros or solution of the roots. Find the value of 1 over P plus 1 over Q. Pause it, try it. What did you get? Did you get 1 over 3? All right, keep on practicing, and all things being equal, what do I tell you? You shall bloom. Have a good day.